Found her last night.
This one of your missing persons?
That could be. She's late teens, maybe early 20s.
When are you going to admit there's somebody taking these girls?
I can't get these off.
8 girls in the last 2 years. There's not one lead except her. She got away.
I have a confession for you.
Okay.
I got caught up in that conversation when Spring Breakers came up about, like, oh, everybody's trying to shed their image, right?
Okay, yeah.
But
like everyone else.
Exactly. But after that movie, seeing this movie, and then going back to like 13, I'm over that conversation. Because you started on this level.
Yeah, people don't know that.
That's the thing. I felt like I was unfair to you, and I wanted to apologize.
Well, thank you.
And you've got Gimme Shelter coming up too, and this, I'm impressed. So now what I want to ask is I want to go all the way to the end of your career, which is going to be in a very, very long time. How do you want to look back on your career?
I want to look back and feel like I didn't leave a stone unturned. You know, I want to do as many different things as I can, play as many different characters, work with as many different actors as I can, just have a very wide repertoire. So that's the plan.
I think that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure that that's to some extent everybody's goal, right?
Yeah.
But like what, I read that you want to take roles that really excite you, so that's why this movie came up, and then Gimme Shelter, like I said.
Yeah.
So what's that X factor?
Man, it's something bigger than myself telling me this is what I should be doing.
Wow, yeah.
It's that gut reaction, you know, and you can never deny yourself of that. And it's tough. I'm very picky and selective, so my agents get mad at me sometimes.
Yeah, right?
But I feel like it's done me well so far. So I'm just gonna continue to just look for things that excite me. Things that scare me, too.
Yeah.
Because that's when I grow the most.
I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Keep going. Your picker is good.
Thank you.
And when you were talking to Cindy, the real life character, or the real life person that your character is based on, what surprised you the most as far as relating to her went? Because it seemed like you found a real connection with her.
Yeah. I mean, even though she's been through some extremely traumatic things, and she did not have it easy in any way. She was a child at heart, you know. She was a big kid, and I feel like she was robbed of her childhood, so the yearning for that still remains. We spent the weekend together, and she wanted to go to the beach and just like hang out and play. So just seeing that childlike aspect of her, that liveliness and yearning for the world was just really beautiful.
There was a light in her that, I mean, what you're saying means wasn't extinguished.
Yeah.
Which is kind of amazing.
Really incredible. Yeah. I mean, she's a fighter. It just goes to show that, like, you can be very, very, very strong when you need to be, if you set your mind to it.
Now, how did shooting in Alaska contribute to almost the feeling of confinement in the film?
Yeah, so much so. I mean, it was incredible when I first got there because it was fall. All the leaves were changing.
Where they have seasons.
Oh my God, real seasons. What is this? The California native says. But I would drive out on the weekends and find these amazing hikes and just go out by myself and just be so humbled by the vastness that was Alaska.
Yeah.
But then when it starts to change, I mean, the snow started downpouring like there was no tomorrow. It just did not stop. And it was very extreme and very harsh and very uncomfortable, but it worked, you know? It took me outside of my comfort zone and really transported all of us into this very real world.
You're hardcore, girl.
Thanks, yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody do anything like this before?